Let's see what kind of limited they're doing. I like how they do have a sealed, but it's not like a... It's not the kind of sealed where you could like win a box. So I'm not really interested. I know occasionally they do sealed events where you can get a box. But I don't think they... Are there any events, right? I don't think there are any like events like that at the moment. No. All right. Lore Eclipse Limited. I like a traditional... Is it Premier Draft or traditional? I think it's Premier Draft is the one. You do best of ones and you're drafting against real people. Yeah, okay. Yo, Cursed Kitchen. Thank you for the prime. Hello, hello. Let's hit this. I have to restart Magic. Hold up. For Untapped. And hopefully the card overlay is working. I did Alt-R. It's Control-R. Yeah, I haven't drafted the new set yet. So I don't know what colors I'll play or anything. Get out of here. Premier Draft. Let's get in there. Nice and swift. I like that I have no rank right now. Because that means my matches should be pretty soft. One motherfucker. One slow ass. Yeah, when I'm done, I'm going to do like a draft or two. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I also have to sleeve a deck for playing tonight with people. Kin Binding. Creatures you control get XX, where X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. Doesn't seem bad. Seems pretty damn good. As additional cost, do that. There is a lot of Kithkin in this set. I could also just take Seer, because it's removal. Don't see anything else here I'm really crazy about. It's a good enchantment, but it's also a 5-drop. That's pretty fucking slow. I hate to go slowly. When this enchantment enters, you may blight 1. If you do, create 2 1/1 black and red green goblin creature tokens. I'm going to take it. It is a good card. It's just, I fucking hate a 5-drop. That's okay. Wanderbane Trapper. Tap another uncrapped creature you control. Tap a target creature an opponent controls. I always love a tapper like that. Must be blocked if able. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin. Activate only as a sorcery. Add a mana of any color is always a thing. I do think of all things here, I might take Great Forest Druid over anything else. I don't know if I care about this. I mean, he is a fucking 2/1 for 1 with a tap. I'm going to take him. It's a merfolk, but I'm still taking him. Another merfolk. Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap another untapped merfolk you control. When you do, return target creature card mana value 3 or less from graveyard to the battlefield. A flying lifelinker. A changeling. Basic land, reveal it, put it in hand, then shuffle. Yo. Gurn's Games. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. 4 damage, target crap. I can't stop saying crapped creature. Or destroy target enchantment. It's removal. I like removal. It's only a 2-drop removal. And it's an enchantment removal too. I like to kill target crapped creature. I'm going to take the keep out here. I like removal. Attached to a creature, for some you create 1 or more tokens. You may create that many tokens, blah, blah, blah. Creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. They seem fine. My uncrapped creature. But yeah, I love some Magic. I used to play a ton when I was younger, and then I stopped for a bit, and then I played a ton again, and then I stopped for a bit. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters. Remove a counter from this creature. Target creature gains indestructible and then the turn. Activate only as a sorcery. We know the Kithkin, 2/1/1. Whenever another creature you control enters, while this creature has a 1/1, remove a 1/1 counter from this creature. I could just stick to Kithkin. Was that enchantment I have? Did that do anything specific with Kithkin? No, it just makes a Kithkin. Nothing I have so far synergizes for having Kithkin. Ooh. I'll just take the guy. Convoke and Vigilance. That just helps us cast Kithkin, but we don't really got to worry about that. Mana of any color becomes a 4/4 artifact creature till end of turn. Don't really love anything here. I guess I'll just take the big guy. Temple Garden. If we do wind up going green-white, which it looks like we probably will. I'll take the Temple Garden. Nothing else there is really, I was giving a shit. A little buffer boy. Oh, we already had a buffer boy. I had 2 buffer boys. It's insane to me that Commander is probably their most profitable format, and that there's no way to play Commander online other than ways that don't make Wizards any money. Like, they've got their brawl shit, but that's not the same. It's crazy to me there's not a good Commander thing. Enchanted creature gains trampled and indestructible until end of turn and +2/+0. I don't give a fuck about any other stuff. Probably won't wind up running that, but we'll grab it. Hide the block stuff. We're seeking next Wednesday. I'm probably gonna do an overhaul tomorrow and Saturday to finish it up. Create a 1/1 token. Activate a sorcery. This creature must be blocked if able. Whenever this creature attacks another target elf you control, get some buff. Buff. Let's go straight to sideboard with that. The last scraps. Yeah, I'm shocked they don't have a Commander client. All right. Tam, mindful first here. Each creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors. Target creature you control becomes all colors until end of turn. I love the Flock Imposter. I just love the way it looks. Jump to one other target creature you control to its owner's hand. As an additional cost, behold a Kithkin or pay 2. Another creature you control enters. This creature gets 1/1 till end of turn. A Sprite. Another Vine guy. I kind of like just grabbing the Aspirant here. I fucking love the Imposter. Look at his little face. He's great. Each creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors, also not bad. And like, we can just cast it for green. Oh, I ran out of time. Bloom Tender. Oh, great for mana. I don't really see anything else here that's calling to me. When this enchantment enters, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. You gain 2 life. That's just straight up removal. So is Spiral into Solitude. Spiral is cheaper. But you have to blight. I'll take the Liminal Hold. Risk the Evermore. When it enters, another target creature you control gains persist until the end of turn. When it dies, if it had no 1/1 counters on it, remove it with a 1/1 counter on it. Remove any number of counters from target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. I'm not seeing anything else here that I really, yeah, take it. Doran, we're not going to play that many colors. Kithkeeper, when this creature enters, create X, 1 and 1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens, or X the number of colors among permanents you control. Unforgiving Aim, destroy target creature with flying, destroy target enchantment, create a 2/2 token. Target creature you control gets 1/1 and vigilance on the turn, activate only as a sorcery. We'll take that. When this creature enters, creatures you control get 1/0 until end of turn. Kithkin creatures you control also gain first strike until the end of turn. A Flash Reacher. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Target elf you control gets a little buff. I think we're going to take the Foul Knight. As an additional cost, behold an elf for pay 2, add 2 green, activate only if there's an elf card in your graveyard. When this enters or dies, surveil. A Convoke Vigilance. They already grabbed one of them, yeah. I'll take the Informant. Mill 4 cards and you may turn a permanent from among them to your hand. There's an Unforgiving Aim. Don't really care about the Shapeshifter thing. I'll take the Unforgiving Aim. And now Kith. I get it. It took me a second. I'll take the Reach. Yeah, I use I've done webcam commander with friends with Spell Table, which works shockingly well, but it fucking sucks for any deck with a lot of interaction. Take that, even though you probably won't run it, but I'm not going to run anything else here. To the sideboard. And like my favorite commander decks are ones with a lot of interaction. I like playing stuff out of people's graveyards. Search your library for up to X basic land cards where X is the number of colors among permanent you control. Reveal those cards, put in your hand, then shuffle. Sure. And that. All right, final pack. Ooh. Choose 2. Create a token that's a copy of target Kithkin you control. Target player creates a 1/1 green and white token. Target creature control gets 3/3 on the turn. Target control fights target creature. That's, well, really nice for everything we're doing. I didn't even look at anything else. That's nice. I just want to see what you do, even though we're not taking you. That's a nice giant. Another aspirant. Nothing else is really yelling at me. I'm going to take another aspirant. Nice 1-drop. Kithkeeper. When this creature enters, create X 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Tap 3 untapped creatures you control. It gets +3/+0 and flying until end of turn. It's a 7-drop. Fuck that. Flash Reacher. We got the Changeling. I think we're just taking the Changeling on this one. What's our curve? We could use another 3-drop. I'm not really giving a shit about anything else here. Spry and Mighty. Choose 2 creatures you control. You draw X cards, and then the chosen creatures get +X/+X and gain trample until end of turn, where X is the difference between the chosen creature's powers. Liminal Hold, though. Dawnblessed Pendant is also not bad for what we're doing. I think I'd rather have the Liminal Hold, though, than Spry and Mighty. Yeah, I would. Burden Stoneback. Remove a counter from this creature. Target creature gets indestructible as a sorcery. There's the Pennant again. I think I might take the Pennant here. Yeah. Burden Stoneback again. I mean, I think we're taking the Burden Stormback on this one. Burden Sternberg. Yeah, I have a deck to sleeve up before I go play Commander tonight, and it's the Perry Precon. I feel like most of my decks are a little too strong. At least that's how I feel. Target creature gets 2/2 and gains first strike on the turn. Untap it. It's a little trick. +1/+0 and it's flying. Blight 2, return this card from your graveyard to your hand, activate it as a sorcery. I like to be a cheesy little flying fuck. I'll take that. I don't know if I'll run it, but I'd use it over anything else. Nothing here for me except this. And I don't think I care about this. I mean, I won't put it straight to sideboard. There's the Wayfinder again. Nah, I'm playing with people who I don't know super well, and I would hate to show up where everyone's like, yeah, we're playing like strength 2, 3, and then I'm like, well, I think this one's not that strong, and then it is really strong. I think most of my decks are probably like a 3 or a 4. So I want to bring one just straight up precon. I figure I'll bring a precon and then something else. That's true. If the deck feels a little strong and I feel like I could just like not. Yeah, no, I do feel that. Okay. Let's get this cleaned up. I'm usually pretty quick and dirty with my putting a deck together. Please don't yell at me if you think I'm making the wrong decisions. All right. Easy cuts first. We're at 18 creatures. I can cut some creatures. I don't know if I care about the Convoke Vigilant. I mean, Convoke is nice though for making a lot of Kithkin tokens, I guess. But I don't think I care about something that big. Liminal Holds we're keeping. We're going to keep them for sure. We are not getting... We're taking that out. That leaves. The core comes out. Probably just one Wayfinder. Whoops. Probably just one of these. Well, shit, we're almost done. We're almost done with our cuts. We have 16 creatures, which is around where I like to be. Bloom Tender can stay. Well, at most it's just giving us 2 mana. But that's still not bad. It is still a mana. We have a Surveiller. What else is in our 1-drops? I don't know if I care about the Stoneback very much. What's our color breakdown right now? 8/16. All of our 3-drops are green, though, which is very funny. I don't think I care about Unforgiving Aim at all. This is not a wonderful deck, but I could squeeze wins out for sure, because it is fairly quick feeling. I don't want to cut any more 3s or any of these 4s. I think the Everstrike's Gift can go. Yeah, that can go. And I do want to cut one more land. So actually something comes back. I don't like running 17. What's coming back? Maybe I do keep the one big boy in there. Nah, I guess the gift comes back. It does give flying. Let's send it and see what happens. Let's just send it and see what happens. I have a Final Fantasy precon that's untouched that I do like a lot, but it felt really strong last time I played it. But it is still a precon, so that does count as a power level 2, no? Like, if it's just an untouched precon, it's power level 2. But I guess the power levels are also a bit subjective. Okay. Well, we don't have a forest, but I'm confident we'll get one. You gotta keep. Can't mulligan. I refuse to be a mulligan artist. Famous last words. You're not wrong. They mulligans, they're going to lose because of it. I don't know if that's true. Oh, baby. Never punished. Can I behold a Kithkin? Yes. Behold a Kithkin. Check him out. Look at that guy. See that guy? Don't hurt my guy. I don't know if there's any good... Oh, you motherfucker. You're fucked up. You're fucked up for that. You're fucked up for doing that. A 1-3. Okay. What was that? Requiting Hex. You may blight one. Mana value 2 or less. If the spells you gain 2. Okay. I love playing black because of how much removal's in it. I typically play black all the time. That's usually... In my drafting, I always am black something. Do I keep that on top? Yeah, I keep that on top. Might as well. Oh, you're not a Kithkin. I can't use you on you. Well, I could make a Kithkin token, but then it's not really worth. Can you not? Oh, still that. I maybe should have moved that. 4 -1/-1s. That's so... They're like really blasting their hand out early. All right, we are going to choose Kithkin. Now, I can immediately sack it to bring back the guy he killed. And I just might. Let's see what happens on their turn. Let's see what happens here. If they're just swinging for 1, I think I might. I might not do it, because I'm really not worried yet. I have a Foul Knight to bring out. Which they might be sitting on removal for it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it yet. He's going to come out. We're going to wind up Brigade's Command copying, making a token of that on next turn, I believe. Gain a life. And that's it. The hover over's working? Good, good. Yeah, it's a plugin I run. You may blight 1 if you do each opponent discards a card. Do it. See if I fucking care. Okay. Now we're going to play this. A copy and a fight. And they have first strike? They do. It wouldn't matter. He doesn't have anything to really block with on the board. Now, that is a Kithkin sorcery, so I can bounce that back to my hand with this. When it enters or transforms into a grub, return goblin card from graveyard to your hand. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay that if you do transform. Then it's menace. Whenever it attacks, you may blight 1. If you do create a tapped and attacking token, that's a copy of the blighted creature. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice it. Okay. I don't want to return that yet. I'll just drop the elf. I might as well put this out first. You have 1+1/+0 in flying now. Congrats. Yeah, no, yeah. It's in Magic, you get, if a creature doesn't die, it goes back to full health at the end of your turn. You gonna transform this little freak? You have a goblin in your graveyard. No. So I guess he just did it for fun? Oh, because he's gonna blight one, and well, no, if he blights one, he kills his own guy. No, that's fine. I feel like if you've ever played any Hearthstone, that's how it works in Hearthstone. So I feel like it's a common, easy to mix up. Yeah, okay. I don't think you want to blight one, buddy, because you're going to kill your guy if you do. I save that for in case they try to kill my shit. There's no reason for me to rush through this. We're winning insanely. We just win next turn unless they drew an answer. Okay. That's GG. They got no cards in their hand. They'll hit me for 10, right? But that's it. Oh, it doesn't even. All right, they hit me for 6. And that's game. Why'd they blight the... I don't understand why that died immediately. I think they fucked up. But either way, that game was over. A swift game 1. So I like to see. Legendary creature. I didn't even notice. That's funny. Tee-hee. Let's see what cat we get. Oh, it's the Concerned Taco. You've pulled Concerned Taco. We've got 2 planes. We will draw a forest. And we have a turn 2 and a turn 3 play. I love the Concerned Taco. I didn't really look to see what my breakdown was in my deck for let's get you out there first, because I care about you the least. I didn't really look at my forest to plains breakdown. I probably have 1 more plains than a forest. I hope it's not 2 more. Little flyer. Blech. Not getting another land draw does make me sad. Eight plains, 7 forest. Okay. That's not bad. It's Sig. Draw a card. Okay. Ah, fuck. He was going to races. I guess I could have put the aspirin out there instead of doing that. I wouldn't be able to block either of those anyway right now, though. Maybe I should go to 17 land on this. I'm like never a 17 lander in drafting. I always go 16. And it rarely bites me in my ass. If anything, I still get flooded half the time on 16. But we are getting a little bit fucked here on mana. A touch fucked, I'd say. Well, that's just mean. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so I do want that dead. And I could kill it right now with this. And we're going to create a copy and fight. You. We don't want Sig sticking around because we don't want them drawing cards off of it. Assuming they have some kind of a counter to this? No. Okay. Yeah, Sig a little crazy with it. Okay. I thought it was whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's whenever this enters or transforms. I see. Still good to get rid of it, I guess. Ooh. I think we just drop the archer to block the sprite, but I hate to lose the archer to the sprite. The sprite's only doing 2. I think we just play the brawler to block the, well, he's going to put it on that. But I could block with the 2/2 and the, oh yeah, good call. I kind of forgot they find land. I could have also put the 1-drop out there with the planes, but I'm okay with this. My brain was fixated on even amounts of land. Not sending the 4/3 in. Six untapped mana on a blue player with 4 cards in hand do scare me. I don't love it. I do not love it. Okay. I do think we drop the Foul Knight now. And hope they don't have some kind of a counter. I want to see what that is. Show me the guy. No, show me that guy. I want to see the guy. Target non-creature spell. I'm assuming they misread that as just counter target spell. They're both coming in. Well, that's just mean. Can you let me look at that card? Let me look at that card. All right, I guess I see it eventually. A colorless Noggle? Ugh. I hate to have a colorless Noggle. Oof. That's not great. Swinging the board at me. Do they have their kill? And they're tapped out. I'm one off of winning. And I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that gets me there, right? Well, actually, yeah, I do. No, I don't. I'm 1 mana short. If I had 1 more mana, I could do that and win. That's so reckless of them. What is persist? Nah. Yeah, I think that's just game. So fucking close, too. Insanely close. Yeah, I don't see anything I could do to win this one. Unfortunate. Insanely close. Doesn't the 1 mana card add counters? No, it's whenever this creature gets 1/1. And that is the game. God, if I top decked mana there, it was over. That's crazy. Ah, close one. I hate to lose a game against someone playing that recklessly. I'm okay with this. They got the Pussy Islands. You do. Okay. You can enter tapped. Okay. I don't think I want to spend my mana on killing that. We just get this guy out. Whenever you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, you may pay 1 life and draw a card. Okay. Get them out there. So do they draw 2 cards off of this? It's whenever a creature you control. They do. But they have no more counters on it. Ooh. Okay, a little too much mana stuff. I feel like I get rid of Flitterwing. I feel like I keep out Flitterwing. I want to wait until their turn for it. So let's put Bloom Tender out. I can't tap them right away. And let's also just get rid of Flitterwing. I guess I should have gotten rid of it sooner. Yeah, we'll swing them both in. They'll kill my Bloom Tender with the Boggart probably, and I don't care because I have too much mana. Bloom Tender ain't really doing me any favors. I'm glad I didn't add more mana to my deck because I'd be cursing at myself right now for having a game like this. They didn't do it. Enters or attacks, you may blight 2. If you do draw a card, lose a life. Okay. Now I do think I liminal hold the Blackthorn. Okay. Non-stop fucking land, huh? Okay. Let's get you out there. Let's swing them on in. Ah, only as a sorcery. Fuck. I just read that late. That's so annoying. Yeah, I'm not gonna sack him. Ah, that's such a silly misplay. Huh? I guess he has a way to buff it. Yeah. Annoying. Should have done this already. I fucked up. Yeah, fucking him. Who cares? Now, what is that? I see. Oof. I do think I'm losing this one. Depends what I top deck, but I don't think I have answers for all of this. We'll get a Surveillance. That's not going to help us. I'm going to grave it. Okay. Really nothing I could do here. I can just pull off another token. Well, nah, I think I wait to give something indestructible. Because I'm going to get walloped next turn anyway. Although it would be nice to have a 4/4 to block them with. I'll just remove the token. I'm going to hold the planes in hand because I might as well. In case some kind of discard comes down the pipeline. Okay. That's unfortunate. Well, let's see what we draw here, but I don't see anything that could help me win. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That is not going to do it. Blech. I thought we just had shit draws on that one. We shitted our draws on that one, y'all. Hate to see it. Well, 1 and 2 at bronze rank. We should get a real soft opponent for this game. Nice, Reedy. Gross Bill. Not Gross Bill. All right. Ugh. I don't love it, but I also don't want a mulligan. We can go 3 turns without doing a damn thing. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 2 life. You gonna block it? They're not gonna block it. And we will put out this little freak. Gross Bill loves it in the face. Ain't that the truth? Convoke. What are you? Just a little flying 2/2 freak. I would love to be able to throw out Dawn's Light Archer for them. Let me get Dawn's Light Archer out now, I think. Yeah. I know they're flash, but I'm just gonna, because I don't think I'm gonna block the 2/2 with it anyway. I am gonna send in the 2/2, my 2/2. My 2/2. I love my 2/2. Manually tapping like a maniac. The maniac's taps. Another fucking Sky Swimmer, huh? That's annoying. That's crazy annoying. Okay. I'm shocked they didn't swing one of them in. I don't think I go straight for the kin binding just yet. Maybe I do, though. No, I'm going to put them out. I'm going to combat. I'm sending both of them in. And I'll see what they do. All right. I was hoping for a block so I could throw the Guilt Leaf. I guess I should have kept the Dawn's Light Archer ready, but they're also starting to get a little low. They only have 3 cards in hand. No. I must say no. Okay. Well, that's mean. You stay there. It is nice to have a reacher to threaten with. Yeah, you stay there. Okay. Do I do the binding now? I feel like I get the Foul Knight out. And I can get a pretty big swing in. The binding is only... It's not going to give us X for anything. X will be nothing. But we will at least get a creature token every turn. And then we can hit the Foul Knight once we have some tokens on the board. Maybe that's the play. But one more mana, we could throw out Stoneback and then the binding. But next we're getting the Archer. I think we put the Kin Binding out. Ah, fuck, it's hard to say. I'm gonna put out the Kin Binding. I thought it would only... I didn't realize it was as soon as a creature came into play. I thought it was only as I played it the first time. Well, I'm a maniac. I'm a damn crazy maniac. We're sitting on 16. Okay. That's 9. Do I block the 4? No, it's 10. Leaves me at 6? No. Well, they're still going to have... Those are vigilant. So they still have 4 blockers up. But they will have to block a lot to live. No, no blocks. Puts me to 6. I get them out. I get them out. We get to combat. Okay. They have 4 blockers. I could only block some stuff. So, like, they have to block at least 2 of these to live. Okay, never mind. They were like, yeah, fuck this. I feel like they could have mathed it out where they could have blocked some of it and kept it going another turn or 2, but I guess they just figured, nah, fuck this. Okay. Onward. I did have enough blockers behind, but it's still... I couldn't have blocked the air. So they still would have taken me down to 2 HP, even though I would have blocked stuff, you know? Well, I guess they would have had the block with the air, though, there to survive. So, yeah, no, I guess you're right. Yeah, yeah. No, those 2 guys had flying. It was Vigilance and flying. I'm extremely okay with this. A 1/2 and a 3 drop? My God, it's my lucky damn day. Behold, my guy. Behold, my guy. Oh, you have one too. Behold, the same guy. Let's go. Here it comes. Will you block? You can do it if you want. I don't care. Okay. Behold is fun. I like Behold. Behold. All right, I'm gonna put that out. Maybe I could bait them into blocking. They're not doing it. Holding B is definitely not so much. hope I draw some mana. Got no more creatures in hand. It's a little scary. I ain't blocking that. A changeling with lifelink. Okay. I'm just going to send it because Guilt Leaf's Embrace has flash. And they might just be sitting there being like, haha, he got mana fucked. He got nothing to play. He got nothing. I thought they're going, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. Look at that guy's face. My God. Yeah, I'm still going to block it. With you. Also, I'm going to do that to the Feastling, but I'll take what I can get. Okay. We liminal hold the Feastling, I think. Although that does let them draw a card, but it only can draw a card one time. I just don't want to have a lifelinker on the board. Oh, it's so hard to say. Maybe we attack first and then go from there. You blocking? Okay. Do I burn the liminal hold now? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Because we end turn. You two have a kin binding. I'm so glad we didn't use the liminal hold. I played Munchkin a very long time ago. Okay. Oof. Okay, now I think I put out my kin binding, even though that thing sucks. But I mean, we could tap. Well, no, if we put out the kin binding, we can't tap that. I could take a hit or two. You are right about that. That is a big boy. I could take a hit or two. Let me get my kin binding out. And then I'm sending him in. But only him. I could take the double block. That's fine. Hi, Taco. Oh, look at you, Mr. Cat. Look at you, Mr. Cat. Here, watch out. I don't want to roll over your tail. He brought me a toy. Ready? I think I'm just taking this one to the face, unfortunately. Yeah. Tapped Mana Vault token. Ugh. Well, drawing a land there is unfortunate. Well, not really, I guess. I play this guy first. We fish up another plains. We play that plains. I think I have to leave blockers up, though. Well... I mean, I've got chumpers. And they're probably not going to want to take 11 damage here. I'm sending them. Not you. Because we're going to want to tap a thing. I'm sending them. Yeah. Okay. Puts them on 9. We tap the 6/5. We could chump some other shit. We could chump one thing. Hi, Taco. Well, I'm only going to have one chumper available. One chumpa. Chumpawumba. Is that anything? I don't like that they have 2 cards in hand. Make me nervous. Well, we are going to have to tap that. Unfortunately, we're doing a lot of life linking here. And I feel like I chump one of these, right? Yeah, I can't be taking 4. Unless, well, next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have to chump one. And those can become 2/2s very easily, which sucks. I think we might be fucked here. I do think we are ruined. Unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to stop really any of this stuff. I do get another token. I do think I just need to leave a lot of blockers out now, though. It's not worth swinging in with anything, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. No attacks. Yeah, we're fucked. We're so fucked. Off the chump. No, the 6/5's got trample, though. Yeah, we're just dead, I think. Yeah, especially if those are 2/2s. Well, yeah. They just send the board and we lose. Right? Let me just do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could live with 1 health, but I lose like my entire board, right? Or a lot of it. I might as well see it through. I don't like quitting if I don't have to. We chump you. We chump you. We chump you. And that's 6, 7, 8 damage. We'll have 1 HP. 6, 7, 8. No, that's 9 damage. Fuck. I need to pull you off and put you on you. And now that's 6, 7. No, it's still 8. Oh, that's 8. Right? Yeah. Just making sure I'm doing it the best way I can. 6, 7, 6, 7. All right, we're at 1 HP and we lost everything. But maybe we'll pull out something good. Oh, 2 and 3. Nasty. That's so bad. This is better than 0 and 3, I guess. Better than an Owen. All right. It's almost 4 p.m. We've been live for about 6 hours. Would y'all want to yap with me while I sleeve a deck up and go through some of my cards? Does that sound okay? Let's do that. I wonder if I could do any tiny upgrades to this deck, but I don't have like all my cards super handy either. But maybe there's some new stuff I could throw into it. All right, let's do that. We can stay in the Magic category, but I'm going to change the stream title to Sleevin, a deck, and Yappin'. All right. So y'all can help me decide what decks I'm bringing tonight. Whoa, my big bin of Magic cards. My gigantic bin full of Magic cards. Right, so these are all the new cards I opened during this box. And I might want to swap some of them into one of these decks. Where is my box? Of course, it's pretty low. Okay. I love these little wooden deck boxes that 2.5 Scums made for me. Maybe I'll bring my 2 decks in those tonight. And everyone go, ooh, look at those. Is there anything in this? Oh, wow. Is everything I opened from that in this? No, everything I didn't sleeve that I opened is in this box. Okay. That's everything I opened in the Chocobo box. That I didn't sleeve, I think? No, it's not. I have no idea what these cards are. I'm doing some Commander tonight with some friends. Some folks who I don't know super well. Look at Taco inspecting the box. I have a deck in here right now. Hold on, let me get all of the Commander decks handy. Actually, that's an empty box. Okay. Also, some of my decks are across the room. So I do think, and you know what? I should ask in the chat for the people I'm playing with tonight what strength they're rocking with. Although I'll bring a variety of stuff. I do want to bring a precon. I know that much. Now I have a precon here. Well, that's a ship precon. March of the Machine precon. I don't really feel like sleeping that at all. Taco, why are you trying to get in the box? Oh God, I need to make more room on my desk. Hello. Hi. You proudly sitting on my Commander decks? I'm sorry, Taco, but you can't be in there, buddy. Wow, look at that big fella. Look at that big fella. Look at that big old fella. Please don't jump in the box. Ow, that hurts so bad. Oh, Christ. He slid a bit before he jumped with his claws out. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Oh, the big box of Commander decks. Now I was going to sleeve a new deck for tonight, which is just a precon. And I've got the Perry precon. I feel like I should bring at least one precon tonight in case people are straight up at precon strength. Let me put that back down for a few. I got stuff in here I gotta sell. Like I got this in a blind box, but I already have this deck. So I just have a random Eldrazi Incursion Commander deck, even though I already have one. I gotta get rid of that. But yeah, I want to sleeve up Perry the Pulverizer. And I'm going to do that right now while I do a little talking. Now I wonder, is there anything that I opened in the last few days that would go good in the Perry the Pulverizer deck? Not crazy upgrades, but maybe just some tiny ones. The Eldrazi Incursion's like $100, right? I think that precon's about $100. Had an Eldrazi's a fun guy. All right, let's just get everything but the tokens. Yeah, if you want to look up the deck I'm sleeving, it is the Perry the Pulverizer Precon. I bought this last year for like $20. And the commander is, when this enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on target creature. Whenever Perry attacks, target creature you control gains trample and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of different kinds of counters among permanents you control. So the deck does counter stuff. Like the alt commander is at the beginning of your upkeep, put a shield counter on target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature you don't control, tap that creature and goad it. Target creature control gets +1/+0. Destroy target enchantment. Create 2/1/1 blue fish creature tokens with this creature can't be blocked. Then for each kind of counter among creatures you control, put a counter of that kind on either of these tokens. So I think it's just a lot of counter stuff going on. Or, yeah. A lot of, not counter, a lot of token stuff. We got proliferate stuff. So proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players and give each another counter of each kind they already have. So that would just be a counter. That wouldn't be like you could put another shield token on it. No, it is a shield counter, so you could. Okay. Shield is a counter. That's nice. Okay. Let me start sleeving. In your opinion, is this a lime green deck or is this a purple deck? I think it's lime green. I think we're going lime green mode on this one. The owl from Lorwyn? I think, so what rarity is the owl? I wonder if it would be with my normal cards or if it would be in the sleeved bit. But I do have all my Lorwyn cards in a box. I could go through them. Gamegenic sleeves are great. That's what I'm using. I really like the Gamegenic sleeves. They feel nice. I have dragon sleeves for some stuff, but I genuinely like the Gamegenics better. It's a rare. Was it worth more than like $1? So I will say I don't want to put a green sleeve on Perry. I want to do a different color sleeve for Perry. And I think one of these boxes should just be sleeves. There it is. My big box of random sleeves. We're going to give Perry a yellow sleeve. I always like putting the commander in a different color for the sake of it not getting shuffled in. All right, let me start sleeving. And then I'll see what we pull out, if anything, to swap for something else. These are... Yeah, there we go. I got my rhythm now. Pink sleeve commander and a green deck is the vibe. I could do that. I do have pink sleeves. Rare, about $2. All right, I probably did sleeve it then. I've never used katana sleeves, but I've always heard really good things about them. Oh, let me move my keyboard out of the way. There we go. Some more room to work with here. Is the camera okay to stay on me like this, or would you rather me point it at the deck that I'm sleeving? So you may see the cards as I sleeve them. Any options in your heart for this? Yeah, I like the shuffle feel more on these. Well, I like the way the Gamegenics don't feel as... maybe like slippery is the word, over the Dragon Shield. Dragon Shields are good too, though. Like, that's just kind of splitting hairs. Okay. Put a flying counter on target non-human creature you control. Devoted Druid. Put a -1/- counter on Devoted Druid. Untap it. Hey, you could sit there, but you can't scratch it, okay? Sitting is okay, no scratching. He's trying to like sharpen his claws on my deck box. So I do need stuff to track the different counters. All I have are dice. I don't think I mean maybe somewhere I have little tokens, like the little paper ones. But I don't have a set of tokens. Ignore Abigail, off color due to hybrid mana. Okay. Pennies or shields? Shit, I don't even know if I have pennies. You could sit in the box, Taco. Just be good. Let me move my sleeves here, and I'll sleeve quicker. Arcane Signet. Everyone's favorite. The Commander Sphere. I wonder if there is a... like, there might be little things I want to swap into this deck. How am I not remembering the name of the artifact that just gives you 2 colorless mana? What's wrong with me? I haven't played long enough. Soul Ring, thank you. Why could I not think of the name of Soul Ring? Destroy all creatures with no counters on them. Whenever a permanent you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on target permanent you control, move any number of counters around. When it enters the battlefield, support 6. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 6 target creatures. What set is this commander from? I genuinely don't know the set icon. I'm not sure. I bought this as a minimal packaging commander deck for like $20 last year after I played a game with Sir Toasty Toes, who played this deck, and it looked like a lot of fun. New Capenna. Enters the battlefield. For each kind of counter on permanents you control, you may put your choice of a 1/1 counter on a target or a counter of that kind on this card. Yeah, so the whole deck is just cards that do things with counters, which is fun. It's my favorite deck I have. It's either my fairy deck. I built a flicker deck recently that I really like a lot, but it's a little too strong, I feel like, or it can be a little too strong. It steals tons of creatures from other people, which I love. I have a lot of decks I like a lot, though. My Elves deck is nasty. Yeah, the Coin Flipper deck is fun, even though it's a little on the weak side. I'm trying to have a deck of everything. Midnight Clock's in here. Oh, because it does get a counter. When the 12th hour counter is put on Midnight Clock, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. Exile Midnight Clock. Yeah. It is counter stuff, though. Draw 2 cards, then proliferate. Yeah, stealing people's stuff is fun. So I can't remember the names of the artifacts, but I have 2 artifacts in my Brago deck that are when this enters the battlefield, you steal target permanent, I want to say. And I could just keep flickering it in and out and just like so the one time I played that deck in person, I pretty much stole everyone's entire board. And then I felt guilty. I haven't made a single Duskmourn deck. I didn't get any of the Duskmourn precons. I should have been reading all of these as I went. Just to get a feel for the deck. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put all non-land permanent cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Exile target creature. Its controller gains life equal to its power. Put 5 1/1 counters on each creature you control and 5 loyalty counters on each other planeswalker you control. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the Lorwyn precons. They had them at my LGS, and I don't know if they've sold out by now, but if they have them tonight, I'm going to buy them. Yo, what's up, Mr. Do Much? I'm just sleeving up some Magic cards to go play tonight with some people. Are me and Sips doing Minecraft tomorrow? I'll ask him if he wants to. I certainly will be. Yeah, the precons are good. Like in general, I really do like precons for Magic. Like my favorite, I have built some decks from the ground up, but I really enjoy making taking precons and upgrading them. I'm a big fan of that. And I feel like if anything for this precon, I want to keep it pretty precon strength for tonight at least, but maybe I should just put some dual lands in there where this deck doesn't have many. We're already at all the lands for the deck, it looks like. What do we have in terms of lands? We've got enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands, a canopy, vista, we have an exotic orchard, a flooded grove, fortified village, Gavany Township, which does counters, which is nice. Karn's Bastion, which has proliferate, Nesting Grounds, which moves counters, Port Town, Prairie Stream, Skycloud Expanse, Sungrass Prairie, Temple of Mystery. It does enter tapped, though. There's a Fell Warstone, Power Conduit, Soul Ring is in here. Swiftfoot Boots are in here. Bant Panorama, a Command Tower, a Mirror Lake. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it enters with a 1/1 counter on it. Land of War Reborn. A lot of enters tapped. Yeah, like a Myriad Landscape, I could swap that out with a better land. Vivid Grove, Vivid Meadow, and then a bunch of basics. Okay. There was no Commander Precon for Avatar? I thought there was one. Or did they just make that like Commander Builder Kit thing? I know they were selling like Commander boxes. I thought it had a precon in it, but I also didn't really look at it all that closely. Also, sorry, my mic's kind of far away. I should just bring that a little closer. Hi. Just the Commander bundle? Gotcha. I'm so sad that my LGS is already sold out of collector boxes for Lorwyn Eclipsed. I wanted to get one more collector box, and I asked in their Discord, and they were like, we sold out of those on the first night of pre-release. And I went, damn. When I went to go pick mine up, I could have bought one. They had tons of them on the shelf, but I was like, well, I already pre-ordered two. I shouldn't get a third. I should have gotten a third. But they are expensive. It's probably for the best that I didn't. But yeah, I think I will. If the precons from Lorwyn Eclipsed are at the LGS tonight, I will get them. And I will probably, every time I go, if I'm buying a precon or something, I'll usually just buy a couple random boosters too, depending on what they have in stock. And then I'll open some on stream. I don't have many left to open. I've got 4 Bloomborough boosters to open right now and a Jumpstart, and that's it. I've opened everything else I have. I do have a full box of Thunder Junction, but I'm saving that to draft with people someday. Who up sleeving they deck right now? It's me. It's me. I up sleeving my deck right now. Real quick, what cards does it give me? Elementals, fish, elephant. Oh, there is a little card at least. Well, there's a single card for a couple of token types, and that's it. A single card. Boba! Hey, hey, hey! Stop that. He's being a little prick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my LGS has a bottomless pit of Aether Drift and Spider-Man. I still can't believe how bad the quality control has been on this Lorwyn Eclipsed release, though. Like, the pre-release boxes, some of them had fucking Ninja Turtle cards in them. And also, I saw someone today post that they opened a collector box full of the same card. Or it might have been a booster. but it was just the same card. A commander deck with 80 of the same card? That's fucked. Yeah, small little indie company. You can't blame them. All right, this was much quicker to sleeve than I thought it would be. We're done sleeving. I got a couple of leftovers, which I'll put in the box with them. Okay. So this is a white, blue, green deck. Are there any new cards y'all could think of that would go in here? Because I'll look through my box of new cards and just see. I mean, I opened stuff from other sets too. Let me at least look at anything I sleeved. Because there was some Final Fantasy shit too. And maybe some dual lands I should throw in there. Who's the commander? It is Perry, the pulverizer. So anything that does counter stuff would be good. Is this the wrong box? This is the wrong box. In fact, I don't know what this box even is. Jesus. Oh, this is a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff. And some Lord of the Rings. Okay. I guess it's this box is the new stuff? Yeah, that feels a little more full. Okay, let me go through everything I put in a sleeve first. So there's cards in this box that are worth like $100 that I didn't put in my booklet yet. One of the things I want to do tonight is buy a booklet to put all of these cards into. Oh, there's a Blood Crypt. That's a Swamp Mountain. We don't need that. Oh, that's upside down. Or backwards, rather. So I'm green, white, blue. Well, this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Whenever a permanent you control of the chosen type enters, put a charge counter on this artifact. That's a counter, but yeah. Helsing Squelcher, nothing there. Abundant Countryside, add 1 mana of any color for a creature spell. Nah, don't need that. There's the Bristlebane Battler. Enters with 5 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control enters, while this creature has a -1/-1 counter, remove a -1/-1 counter. I don't know if I'm trying to do any of that kind of stuff. Go-Go, Master of Mimicry. Copy target activator to trigger ability you control X times. Nah. Hope S-Theme. That's Mill. That's not the right color. Nice. I pulled a fucking full art foil Buster Sword out of a random play pack the other day. Sodden Verdure. I could put in there. It's a forest island. I'm just going to pull anything that I might put in. There's a Plains Island, Hallowed Fountain. No. Flittering Nuisance isn't doing anything for us. The old Slippery Bogle. Parafor. Yeah, a couple color fixing mana rocks. I could do that. Temple Garden, we'll put in. We don't want to remove counters, so that's not a good card. We got the foil Formidable Speaker. I don't think that was the crazy one. Sapling Nursery. What a nice looking card. What a nice guy. Curious Colossus. No. I do have some Edge of Eternities around. Here's my Bloom Tender. Okay. Let me grab a couple more of the sleeved cards first, and then I'll check my non-sleeved stuff. God, taking cards out of a box and then they all start to fall down is so annoying. Yo, what's up, Cade? Yeah, the Spider-Man shit really did not do well for them. Well, let me put just a box of cards in between these so they don't fall down. There we go. Got a couple more to go through here. I didn't put the Buster Sword in a book. I'm crazy. It's just sitting here. Like a $200 card. All right, I have to like put all these in the book. Or a lot of these. I also got my anime treatment winnowing. What else we got? Overgrown Tomb we don't need. Steam Vents we don't need. Ooh. So Lockmare, it enters with 3 -1/-1 counters, but it has remove a counter from this creature or draw a card, remove 2 counters from this creature, tap target creature, put a stun counter on it. That's some stun stuff. That's a lot of counter stuff there. Although I don't really want to be dealing with -1/-1 counters. What is parry again? Whenever it attacks target creature, gains trample and +X/+X, where X is the number of different kinds of counters. Yeah. What else we got here? That Heat Shimmer foil is nice. Here's our Sig. Planeswalker loyalty counters? I think so. I'm not sure. That's the thing I'd have to look up. I already have a Temple Garden. What's the other side of Oko? Mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them in your hands. Create 2/3/3 elf creature tokens. Nah, Oko doesn't really fit in this deck. I have a Kodama's Reach. 2 basic lands. Not that. Dawn Charm. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn. Regenerate target creature. Counter target spell that targets you. Laboratory Maniac. I want to build a card around him. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. That's a fun one. Winnowing. No. Jubilation. What about Tataru Taru? This is another one that's worth quite a bit. I got this with the Chocobo tracks on it. I don't know how well you can see the tracks. You see them a little bit. But Tataru Taru also doesn't go in any of this. Yeah, I got to put a lot of these in a book instead of just sitting here in a box. Okay. So I just grabbed a couple of lands. I've got a Temple Garden, a Hollowed Fountain, and a Sodden Vendure. So those are 3 cards to add to this deck and pull 3 shittier lands out. Maybe I'm trying. I'm like, should I fuck with this precon more right now? I mean, I don't want to go digging through tons of shit looking for stuff to put into it. I could go to my books and look in my books, but I can't think of anything too specifically. Well, you know what? I should grab my books anyway to put stuff in them. Let me. I could let these come together here and fall over a bit. Okay. Let me put this box back. Let me grab my books. And I also have a bunch more Commander decks. Because I figure I'll bring a couple decks tonight. I'm sure it's just going to be 2 games. I'll do one with this precon and then one with something a little stronger. I should put more good stuff in these books, though. I also want to sort the books out a bit better. Ray Romana. Let me just look real quick throughout these. Is there anyone? I got Phineas Ace Archer. Whenever Phineas Ace Archer attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. That's a token or a rabbit. Meh. My other Buster Sword. Well, you know, we're going to replace the normal foil Buster Sword in the book with the full art one, and then move the other one further back in the book. This first page is all the really nice shit. I got my Mingskin Boo Timeless Heroes, which is worth like 400 fucking bucks. What else is going in here? I'll put the winnowing in. Yeah, this book is such a shit show of just random stuff right now. Hold on. What goes here? Did I have any Bloomborough stuff to put on this page? I feel like I sleeved something from Bloomborough. Maybe not, though. Oh, Artist Talent. I'll throw Artist Talent in here. Well, I should just put stuff in. I have to pull everything out of here and organize it someday. Like, I have a whole page here of all of the Secret Lair Planeswalkers given the furry treatment. Yeah, I'm just putting everything in. Well, no, I should put the new stuff by itself. Hold on. Sorry. This is going to take me a minute. Let's pull you back out. I don't want the stuff from the new set being scattered in with other stuff, just in case there's anyone who does want to go through my booklet tonight. I'll put the Buster Sword back in. What did I do over here? Mutable Explorer, you come back out, buddy. Hello, Boba. What can I do for you, Mr. Cat? Sorry, chat. It'll just be a minute while I try to find the part in this box.
Little piggies. Oh, little piggies.
Oh, little piggies. Thank you, Doge. Thank you. Welcome on back, Cat. Welcome on back. I'm just kind of filling pages in the book. I'll flip through my books with y'all once I'm done putting stuff into them. If you would like to see my beautiful little books. Yeah, I gotta pull everything out of these at some point and sort them better, even if it's just like by like price or something like that. Like all the expensive shit up front, all the really pretty stuff. Viper goes there. Put a Warren Watcher up there, or War Leader rather. Weapons manufacturing. Consult the star charts. Now we're in the land section. I'll put all the land stuff in here. Overgrown tomb, steam vents. You know what? I should just separate all the land out if I could find it. Temple Garden. Fantasy track cards. Abundant Countryside. Okay. Oh no. Maybe she farted and it smelled horrible right at the same time. You never know. Yeah, maybe she just had a disgusting fart. Blood Crypt. Okay. Blood Crypt can go there. Temple Garden can go there. I'll put the Abundant Countryside over there. All right, this is where my book starts to become like crazy sparse. Like my tutor page only has 2 tutors on it because I've put all the tutors elsewhere in other decks by now. So I'm just sliding random shit in. I don't remember which of these are worth more than others. So everyone's just going in. Except for the secret guests. They can go in the front of a different book. Or special guests, rather. Whatever they are. But yeah, I like the idea of having decks of every type. Like, I'm going to have to make a Kithkin deck. Just because I can, you know. These are all Baldur's Gate cards. And then we hit the end. This is where some of the very nice stuff lives. A lot of fracture foils and mana foils and stuff. A lot of full arts. That's a full book. Book completely full. Okay. Now let me go to this book, which is not full. I'm going to swap out this. Wow, the Ponder's not even in a sleeve? What am I doing? I don't even know if this is a Ponder worth anything. I just love the way it looks. It's just a nice Ponder. I'm going to swap that with Tataru Taru. I'll slide the Ponder back in there. Who goes here? This little freak. Sorry that I am taking a while doing this. I hope it's not the world's most boring stream, but I'll give you the tour of the books after. We'll do a little book tour. Collective Inferno. Heat Shimmer. Terror of the Peaks. Everything else is the right set. Okay. Let's put you there. I probably have stuff I have to pull out of these books too that just aren't worth that much. They just found their way in here for one reason or another. All right. I'm at all the empty pages now. It's time to slide as many things as I can from this stack into the book. It's going to be annoying when I have to pull all these out to like reorganize the book, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. I'll also play the guitar for a few probably before the full end of stream. Although it's 4:30, I'm meeting up with people at 7, I think. And I do think I'm going to go get dinner first. Because my favorite Indian restaurant is in the same parking lot as the shop I play at. And that feels like a good excuse to go get good Indian food. So yeah, when we go through my book here in a few, I'm gonna need you chat to help me. If anything is worth like $100 or something like that, if there's anything crazy rare, I want to move it to the front of a different book. I want all my best stuff to be in the same book. Some of my really expensive cards are just sitting in decks of mine right now. Like I think I've got like $100 card in a deck or two, just kind of chilling. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I could get cash for more of my cards. Like I would trade a lot of this stuff in, but I'm not really looking for store credit, and they tend to only give you like 40% of the value of a card for cash. I'm almost done. I've almost got the whole stack of cards that are in sleeves in the book. Yeah, I definitely got to buy a new book tonight. So I have room for more stuff. Because I have other stuff in sleeves that are just sitting in boxes and shit. All right, I did it. That's all of them, I think. I didn't fuck up, right? Nah, we're good. Okay, so let me put that book down for a sec. Let me do these land swaps. So I'm going to put a Temple Garden, a Hollowed Fountain, and a Sodden Venture. into this deck. What's going to come out for them? Yeah, I'd love to try. When is Gen Con? When is that? First weekend of August. I have one of the Final Fantasy pre-cons. Actually, might have two of them. I have to look. I know I bought at least one. I think Myriad Landscape just leaves. I hate Myriad Landscape. Myriad Landscape's out. I think Bant Panorama's out. And Ash Barons are out. Getting rid of those three. And I'm going to swap them for Temple Garden. Hollowed Fountain. I'm gonna do the back side of the Hollowed Fountain. It looks much nicer. That's a nice side. And Sodden Vendeur, which only has one side. July 30th to August 2nd this year. I gotta get over my fucking fear of flying and travel. It's not even so much the fear of flying, it's the fear of leaving my cats. I feel like that should honestly, I think swapping those three lands in is all I'm going to do to this pre-con for today. I'll have to put these into, what is this? That's colorless and artifacts. Now, what are these? See, I think these are other decent rares I pulled. Like, there's a box here with just some random shit. There's the Falcon Airship Restored, Yuffie Materia Hunter, Coin of Fate, Go-Go Mysterious Mime. Then there's some random Modern Horizons stuff. And that's it. Then it's just, you know, maybe that was just from like a single booster I opened, plus some Modern Horizons. Yeah, I just don't like leaving my cats alone. That's really all it comes down to. These are all art cards. There's my sleeves. All right, so this Perry thick card is going to go in there. I don't understand the thick card that they give you with some commander decks. There we go. Okay. I've got my Perry deck. It is good to go. I'm going to put it in here for now. And I could shuffle it when I get to the shop. So I'll tell you, the last time I traveled, I have the pet cameras too. Taco just sat on my bed, not sleeping, not cuddled up, just sitting. He just sat there sitting and looking sad the whole time I was gone. It was just Taco sitting like this with his head down. And he wasn't curled up, he was like sitting up, but with his head down for like 3 days. He was so fucked up that I left. And it just makes me feel so fucking guilty. And they're afraid of anyone who's not me. So even having people to come in and check on them, I don't think like helps them. He's just in recharge mode. He's such a poor little baby. All right, so this is the Perry deck, and I'm going to put it in here. I got to decide what other deck I'm bringing tonight. What's this one? This is my mono black Imatech deck, which I like a lot, but is really strong. And I've played it kind of recently. So I don't think I want to bring Imatech. What else do I have here, commander deck-wise? Disa the Restless, I don't think is very upgraded. My Odd Acorn Gang deck, I've never upgraded. But I think it's missing cards. And the other is the Legendary Planeswalker commander deck, this one. Which I've never played, but I have sleeved. But I don't think I want to bring that. Yeah, precons are good. I like precons. What's in this box? So I've got my Y'shtola deck, which is a fun Final Fantasy precon. I have played that. I've got the Terra Herald of Hope precon also unupgraded in there. I've got Sidar Jabari of Zafir precon. I don't even know. I must have sleeved that. I have no idea what that precon is. It's a night deck. And then I've got my Dice Roller. I don't feel like I want to bring any of these. I don't think a single one of those is a deck I'm bringing tonight. Excuse me, Taco. Oh, fuck. I got more down here. Okay. What's in this box? All right, this box has my Horny Astarion deck, which is a little too gimmicky, I think. It does a one-shot kill to the whole table. My Brago deck, which is too strong, and then my Fairies deck, and my Faldorn deck. Both of those are a little crazy. Yeah, I've played the Coin Flipper a couple times. I feel like my Fairy deck isn't super OP or anything. And it's just a fun one. But I want to bring the Fairy deck. Maybe. How many decks do you have? Like 30, I think. I got a lot. I do love the Imatech deck. I could maybe bring that one. Let me go back in here. So my books are going to come with me. I'm just going to leave the books out for now. So I'm going to pack those. Hey, sorry. Let me get my big box of commander decks out. The problem is a lot of my decks are like 98 card decks because I've pulled stuff out to go into other decks. Let me see what's in here. So we've got the Eldrazi Incursion Precon. I've got my Bumbleflower, but I think that might be a little too strong. It's a little too upgraded. My Elf deck, which is fucking crazy. It's probably my best deck. Who's in this deck? Who deck is this? My Bellow deck, which is a lot of fun, but it's missing cards for sure. We've got the Zinna Precon, which I've never played, but it is missing cards. I've got my Dino deck, which is kind of nuts, but fun. Dogmeat, which is missing cards, and I've never played it. Gimbal, the Gremlin Prodigy, which is a piece of shit deck, and I think I've gutted for cards. Who's this one? Whichever one this one is, the commander's not here, so I don't know who it is. I have no idea what deck that is. Oh, it's Mothman. That's the Mothman deck. Also missing some cards, though. And then I've got Stella Lee, which is pretty insane. Dino just big stompy. There's an infinite or two in my Dino. But it is mostly just big stompy. It's a lot of Explorer. Not Explorer. What is it? It's Panzala. Discover. It's a Discover deck. But if I want to bring one precon, one strong deck, I think it is kind of between Pantzala, maybe Bumbleflower. I mean, Bumbleflower is still a fun deck to play against, I think. But it is a bit of like a game breaker. I don't know. I don't know if any of y'all got thoughts. I do love my Stella Lee deck, and I haven't played it a lot, but I think it's also maybe missing some cards. I do have to go pee real quick. I apologize. I'm sorry for having to pee. But I will put music on while I go pee. Oh yeah, love some Magic. Got a big proxy order in? Hell yeah, I have a box of proxies. I don't think I'd be allowed to show you. Well, no, it's just hands, but I have a Goatsy proxy. I have like 10 soul rings that are just the ring with the Goatsy hands around the ring. That's always a fun one to tell if the people I'm at a table with are cool or not. Some people don't like that one. Hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be 2 seconds. Okay. I have other decks in here. One. Hi. Oh, so. Hello. Hi. Let me decide on deck I bring. I think I'll bring. Immediately waffling on it. Hold on, let me not bring this box. I'll get Perry out of there. Let me move stuff from this box. Or the other box? Let me see. Who all did I say was in here? That's Bello. I have to go through my Bello deck. That's my Lathril deck. Let me see if Bumbleflower. Well, no, my Bumbleflower has like a fucking tithing whatever in it, and that makes me feel bad. I'll bring the dinos. The dinos are coming. No, it's a guy that's a rhino named Perry. Get the dino deck out of there. So dino deck's gonna come. Okay. Dino deck's a coming. I have to move this big box so I can get to that big box. I can put this back down. Okay. Dino deck's coming. Sorry, I gotta move my mic for a moment. So Dice Roller is going back in the box. Dice Roller stays. That's my Will deck. All right, so Will is staying back. Haven't played this Sidar Jabari of Zafir deck yet, which is whenever you attack with one or more knights. This is if it's in the command zone or on the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, return target knight card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not going to take that one. That's not for tonight. I don't know where to put it, though. Do I have another thing in here? No. I don't really have room for another deck in this box because I don't have another separator. Well, you know. No, yeah, I do. Hold on. Let me pull that out and move it. Okay, that one is going away in the box. Okay. Terra, Herald of Hope. Hey! What's up, Libby? Thank you. So I'm just going through some Magic cards. I'm being a little nerd. But I'm going to play Magic with some people tonight. And I'm trying to decide what decks to bring. The Riverman video? I don't know if I have a link to it. I think if you genuinely just search on YouTube like Riverman birthday, it should come up. That should be the only one. It should come up. Okay. I think I'm good. Hold on. What's this deck that's just sitting here on my desk? Okay. I can put this box away. Artifact focused deck, my mono black Warhammer one is very artifact focused. I like that one. The Imhotep deck. But yeah, thank you. Anyone coming from Libby? I'm just about done going through my Magic cards here. And then I'm going to play the guitar for a few before I head off, I think. Because I've been playing the guitar again. Yeah, the Necron deck is really fun. All right, so Dinos go in here. Is this Imhotep? It's got to be. Yeah, this is Imhotep. Okay. And then Imhotep goes in here. And then Perry goes in the other box. So I've got 2 precons and 2 not precons I could bring tonight. Oh, that was the box with all my dice. That's okay. That wasn't so bad. So these are the 4 decks I'm bringing to the shop tonight. And everything else can go away for now. Let's put that there. Put this here. That was a satisfying box, Phil. I'm glad to hear that.